Hello Steam, and hello everybody else who may be watching from wherever in the world you are. It's me, back once again, friendly neighbourhood Herbhead, to do yet another tutorial, yet another guide, continuing with the excitement. This is going to be on our scenario. There we go, it doesn't matter which one we choose, dive straight in. This one is for the hyper coaster. Use this one. Going to try and achieve end excitement rating of above 8. If I can get 9 again, that would be nice, but anything above 8 and I'm happy with, to be honest with you. So that means we're going to be aiming for a base rating of at least 6. I want to get at least 6.5. Yeah, definitely. Pretty similar in some aspects to the wooden coaster is this one. Only in one way though, which is the sort of average speed at the bottom of the drops. All will be explained as soon as it lets me start. Alright, so here we go, and I'll lock the time of day there as well. Might be worth letting it switch around to night time to be fair, but whatever, I'll leave it there. So first thing I want to do then is expand the park a bit, because we're going to need a bit more room than that. So yeah, I could make titchy little dinky rides, but I want something more realistic to size as to what everybody tends to build. Nobody builds small coasters really. People like to build big. So same as always, as I always do, use the grid. I do like to use the grid. It does makes it a lot easier, I feel. What I try and do is the track, where the track comes out the station, I try to line it up to the main line on there. But again, it's up to you how you build your rides. Obviously everybody's different. This is just what I do, that's where I go. And what I am going to be doing is closing the freaking park. Right now being here, get lost. It's just me and my park. Right then, so let's dive straight into this. Let's start building. As I say, this is one of the reasons why I like to use the grid and line it all up. It keeps all the angles nice and as it's supposed to be, 270, 180, 0, things like that. It makes it a bit easier as I'm going around. So, first thing I'm going to do then is give this a nice drop to begin with. Again, this is just my quick guide. It's not anything specific or official or anything like that. It's just me. It's just how I build them. And with a few coming up there like that. And because I'm going to do the same as I did with the wooden one, and I'm going to end up running 3 coasters on here. So not only do you get to see how to do the excitement, but you'll also get to see on how to make it a multi-coaster as well. Did I go 200? Yeah, so because I've gone 200 feet in the air, the sort of target speed that I'm going to be aiming for, this is where it gets similar to the wooden coaster, with the drops, the speed at the bottom of the drops. Now for the wooden coaster it's about 60, 65, 70. Closer you get to 65, it tends to be about the better for that, and it's the same with this, to be fair, about 60 to 70. Again, 1000 to 65. Try not to touch 70, and it'll get your decent excitement rating. Where are we here? So I'll drop you down. So we need to bring you. We always let it run a bit after the drops. I do. But anyway, again, it's nothing specific or official. It's just me. This is just how I build. I want to come into a corner then. Getting a decent size here now. Yeah, we'll have another raise here. So 50. So if we come up to about 125, so bring it up 75 feet. Again, I've got I know the gist of building these, so I've gotten used to what the drops need to be to achieve the sort of target speeds that I'm after. But obviously, again, it all depends on the approach speed as well. So depending on how you've built the track prior, depends on whether you need to slow it down or speed it up or whatever. And we'll have another straight coming off there. Gone up to 25, 125 didn't I? So I think it's about 25 feet. Remember rightly. Yeah. See the track kinked when I hit 25. There, like that. And there we go. So what we'll do now is we'll bring it straight another one, because we've just come on to a drop. We'll come round the corner. So we've got to start bringing it back now. Definitely got to start bringing it back. So we all want a specialty piece. I did the same with the wooden coaster. I slapped one of the specialty pieces in. So I'm going to do the same with this one. I'm just wondering whether I should run it off the corner for a bit first. No, I won't. I'll do it straight off the corner. And I'm gonna put in this one of the heart lines, wherever they are. No, not that. No, it's not the heart line. It's the oh, what is it? Where are you? That's what I'm after. One of them. Zero gravity roll. That's what I'm after. Ooh, I need to change this on here then, don't I? Zero. Yeah. Okay, so into the, yeah, that's what I want. Shall we go left or shall we go right? We'll go left. I'll go left because what I'm thinking about is the corner that's coming up is what I'm thinking about there. So we go up and then it rolls us over that way to come back. It twists us back around this way, and that's the way we're going to be coming up the corner up here. So if I was turning it into a left, I'd have gone with the opposite. So I would have been coming back around this way instead of coming back around that way. Right, so into a wicked straight. Weird that is, comes in at 25 feet. Comes out at 24. Oh well. No biggie. No biggie. Suppose we want to come. We're getting pretty close to the end now. If I start working my way towards the end. Let me zoom out, thank you. So what can I come up to here? Another 125, back up to 125 for this. What, 126 then? Okay, 126. I'll make this one a nice tight turn. Yeah, go on, we'll make that one nice and tight. Nice and tight. Because we're at 125. Shall I? Or yes, I will. I'm going to bring this one. This one's going to need a bit more speed, okay? Because that is pretty darn high up. The angle, there we go, the angle of approach. And obviously we're scrubbing some speed off along here. So to get the extra speed again, because as I say, I'm aiming for about 65, somewhere around there, 60-65 mile an hour. So if I drop that all the way down to 7, just to give it that extra bit of speed, and then we'll bring this into a nice wide corner. Oh yeah, getting pretty close to the end now. And then because I want to add, what was I going to add? I was going to add another coaster, that's it. I'll bring that out another one. Oh no, not. Yeah, I'll bring it out another one. It's on the lines, so if I put you there, bring you to the end. I'll start off with that to begin with. So what we do, I normally end up putting a loop in these. Now I know you don't get one in the specialty pieces with this, so you do have to build your own, because there is no specialty loop for the hypercoaster. I think it adds about half a point if you get it right, the loop. We'll see. I'll show you as we go along. So first things first, then stick a chain in here. Because I want to run 3 coasters. One there. Doesn't need to be that high, I know, but bring it down, we'll bring it up, just in case. Keep it coming down, just in case. Chain here. Again, turn it all the way up. Might need it, might not need it, but just in case. And then I want to run another coaster, don't I? Another one. How big's the train? Pretty big now. Is that going to be big enough? Is what I'm thinking. Is it going to be big enough, or is it too bloody small? Oh, I won't find out until the train gets there. On that bit of track, thank you. Chain lift and a chain lift, because it just does have to go up there, just to make sure it doesn't stop and roll back. If I go back, now I've done that. Come out of there, back into there, switch you up to 3. Just the elevator turns down. I'm going to ride it loud, so I don't want to be sitting there for a minute waiting for it to go. So test that then, let's see what we've got. That's our base layout then, for the purpose of doing this. Then we'll tweak it and alter it once I've got some test results back. We'll fast forward it though. Should be big enough. I'll find out when it gets there, as I say. Yes, it is big enough. And yes, it does have enough time too. Cool. That one's got enough time to leave the station. Excellent. Pass, see what we get. So, starting off with a 6.05. That's not a bad start. That's a pretty good start to the ride, that is. I will stop that, slow it back down. So, let's show you what I was on about then in terms of speed and excitement. As I say, target speed is about the same, wooden coaster, about 60 to 70, so aim for about 65, gets you a nice decent orange bit at the bottom. The bottom there, we've got 64, we've got 65 off the bottom of this one. Probably do with sorting that one out a bit, but we'll see as it progresses. Again, the bottom of here you can see it's a bit more orange than the rest of it, so I could do with this being at night time actually, so you can see this better. And then again, and I could do with being a bit different. So let's add all the now I've done that, let's add all the banking, there we go, all the curving, whatever, banking on the track here. I'll go 25 degrees around this corner here. Can't see this making much of a difference on this track, but just to help make it a bit smoother, I suppose. Around 25 on that one. That I'll probably leave as is. Leave that one as it is there. Leave that one as it is at the top there. Turn these two to 360, so 383, what is it? 335. Back to 25 on. Same this side, 335. And then I want 45, so that's 315. There we go. And then that comes into the finish. So I can't see that have changing it much. Let's see. Fast forward it. Can't see the excitement going up too much until I actually add the loop into it. We're not going to get much out of it by doing this. I think I might try changing that bit, adding some angle on there so it goes straight up, round and then back down. Take that off it. So now still 6.05. As I said, I didn't think it would. And what I'll try next is adding some gradient on this. Is it gradient? Is that the word? Not too sure. Well, there, that's nice. It'll be 70 degrees then. 160 for this way. 70 degree down as well. Let's give that a go. See what happens. Like I say, I only do one thing at a time. Because if it ends up taking the excitement down, I know exactly what I did to put it back how it was. I mean, there'll be some out there thinking, oh, make it faster, that'll make it more exciting. And I'll show you in a moment that it doesn't. It actually takes the excitement down quite badly, actually. So, no. Oh, it's gone up 0.01. So we're up to 6.06 because I did that. There you go, look, that's why. Because it's now coming to there at 2 miles an hour faster. That was 64, the same as this one over here. Just because that says 66 get an extra point, 0.1 on the excitement. So it's tweaking. It is practice. I could spend, you can spend an hour. I've spent an hour and 45 minutes tweaking rides before, getting them absolutely to the limit on the excitement. But this is just a quick show, just so you can see visually the differences things make. So again, that 0.01 of excitement that I've got on there has come just from that going 66 miles an hour instead of 64 miles an hour. Right, now by that logic you'll be thinking, okay, make it faster. Okay, let's make it faster. Let's add a booster in there. Just nice and light. Down to 3. Don't want to push it too hard. Let's test this now then. So that's what a lot of people will be thinking, is to make it faster. No. Same as this bit here. I'll show you how, for an angle, to smoothen that down and actually lessen the excitement as well. Oh, that's what I never do. Turn the brakes up. That's up to 8. It was 6.5 and it's up to 8.5. Stick it to 9.5. I forgot to do that. Let's see this one run then, come on. See what it's, yeah, see what it's dropped down to, because I know the excitement ain't gone up. So that was 6.5 and this was 8. You? Oh! Come on, you. All I'm trying to do is prove a sudden point here. Brakes. Let's have a big long ass brake in there and now watch it not stop. This small bottom of it not stop. Test. Fast forward again, another the fourth speed, make it even faster. The other thing I can do is turn the booster down, obviously. So that's the flip side of it, turn the booster down. But I don't need to. So we wanted to make it faster, didn't we? To see if it improved the excitement. Oh look! Look how much excitement we've lost. Okay? That is why we do not make it faster, people. I mean, yeah, just from that one booster being in there, it's dropped so much. so much. Then we've lost 3.5 points basically. Just from that booster being in there. Standard track. Take you back to standard track. Turn you back to 6.5. Said back to 6.5. Turn you back down to 8. And then just to get it back to where it was. Now. Test. And this should be back up to 6. I'm going to get back to where it was now, and then I'll start, I'll add the looping, and I'll add it into here, so I'll add it into the end here. They should have a decent, should be carrying a decent speed off of here. Carry it round the loop nice. There we go, look, we're back up to 6. Back up to 606. Much better. Much better. Right then, so I'll stop. Right then, so what I'll do now then is I'll quickly save it. This is what I do. Because I'm going to make a big change to the ride. It should improve it, but just in case it doesn't, I will save it, overwrite it, resume. So if I do bugger it up too much, all I've got to do is load. So because this does not have its own loop of the loop, I'm going to need to make our own. Now then, so I want it a decent size. Don't look too titty. Oh, we'll do. Let's have it coming straight off of the corner. So first things first, then we have our bottom. And then what I'm going to do is, again, this is why I like to use the grid, because I can keep everything equal. I don't know if that'd be a good word to use. Better than just get a drink. Thought I brought my water in. See what? Ooh, that's better. Good, H2O. Right, so we are building a loop. Loop sizes. What's my loop sizes? Can I remember off the top of me noggy nog? So if we're starting at 7 feet, it's about 70 feet between each one to get a decent loop. So if I'm at 7, where will it let me? Will it let me go 77 or will it be 76 as usual? 76, yeah. So obviously we need to change that angle now. We want to come straight up. 0 is our target, if not 1 degree will do. So what was that one? 76, so we're going to be looking at in the 140, it's just under 150 I think I'm going to want for this. About what, 148, so that, like I said, just under 150, I don't want 150, and we need this, oh there you go, that was it, 90 degrees. And then we come in over here, so I need to drop you down to, what was it, so again, keep it equal, 76 feet you've got to come down to. Bring this down to 76, oh, just like that, again, bring the angle round, close to 180 as we can get it. Which is going to be 178 okay. Yeah, 178 is the closest I'm going to be able to get. And I'm going to need to, again, this is why I like to use the grid, because I'm going to need to move this over one now. And then this one here needs to be dropped all the way down to 7 feet to match the other side. And obviously we need to try and bring it flat. Don't let me yet. It shouldn't, will it let me go all the way down to 7 feet now? Now, didn't think it would, because as you can see the track curves round, because it was at 60, it's 90 degree look, that's what we want to be coming off it nice and straight. And bring it all the way down to 7 so it matches the other side, and try and get this 90 or as close as we can get. We're feeling it's going to be, we'll go 93 for now. I'll change that in a moment. But one of the other things I need to do is, as you can see, let's take this off fast forward. I wondered why it was doing that. As you can see, there's a bit of a bang on this, this been added. So I want to take that out. So this needs to be at 360 or 0, or depending on what you've done, but because we've got that 0G roll, it's brought the track round 360 degrees, which means this needs to be at 360. That is an annoying thing. I'm going to need to turn you back around. Make sure you're still there. And 93 is the closest I'm going to be able to get. Now that should look a decent, yeah, there you go, look. Nice and sweet killer. Nice and sweet killer, look. Come off. See, I don't want 93 degrees. That's, no, I don't want 93 degrees either. I don't know what that'll add to it. Will that get me track nice and straight? Yes, that's got that set to 90 degrees. That's what I wanted. That's where I've just clicked the build, because it's flattened this off to 90 degrees. I couldn't achieve it myself. It was not going to let me, so I've had to use that to do it. All I need to do now is get it coming straight 90 degrees this way, which isn't going to be as easy. No, definitely not going to be as easy. So I'll zoom in for this one. It's going to be a bit of a pain. If I can get that to say any increment of 5, and then I'll be able to do it myself. Oh, there we go. I think that's going to be even better, isn't it? So I need it on this. Oh, I need it there, I need it on this one. Oh, damn it. That's at 85 then. Big. Ah, you shift then. There we go, 90 degrees, and that should be bang on that line there. Yes, thank you. I will delete. No, not yet. Trying to think how we're going to, because we're at the end, didn't we? Yes, forgot where I was actually on the track there. So I suppose I need to bring this to an end now. Bring it to the end of the track. There. And then you to the end, valid location. There we go, auto complete. And then I want to get rid of that ugly little node there. Yeah, that'll do. That'll do. Right then, so brake systems need in place. doubtful that train is going to fit in there now. Oh, let me just quickly save this because I'm not entirely too sure what's going to happen when because I've got a feeling that that's just not going to be big enough now for a brake system. So I might need to take some trains out, a train or two out. Find out. Let's try it first, find out. So doubtful that's long enough. Is it 6.5, wasn't it? So let's look at the 7 because we are coming straight off a loop. Chain in there, pull it round, and a chain in there as well. So as I say, it's still on the upwards, so if you leave it to its own devices, it won't have enough speed to carry it to the end. Right, so I've added my loop in now. Let's give it a test, see what happens. Because 6 isn't really high enough. As I say, I want minimum 6.5. And I should be able to get that extra half from that loop hopefully. All nice and slow at the top. Oh, it's just big enough. Awesome. That's just big enough for that train. So 6.4 we're at now. Then that's not. I'd like a little bit more. I really would like a little bit more. But it's not too bad, I suppose. But yes, I would like a little bit more than that, if it's possible. I'm looking at speeds. What I'm doing is looking at speeds. So really push. I don't really want to. Okay, stop. Let's try. Well, I'm going to turn it all the way down to 1. Just remember what I showed you on that one earlier in the video. Going too fast can knock a hell of a lot off the excitement. Hurry up then. Oh yeah, because we're going faster in it. Oh, right then, well. Funnily enough, I forgot to do that when I put that booster there as well. Forgot to turn the brakes up. How far are we through? 40 minutes in. That's not too bad. Hour guys, I'm going is the goal for these. Not, don't want to go too much over an hour. The original idea was just to go an hour, but it's not long enough to. Well, as you can see, still tweaking it at the moment, and we're 40 minutes through. Do I want to change it? Therefore, I need to slow it down. Keep that at 4 then. Only because I've added that booster, and it's only a 1. Turned it all the way down to 1, that booster. There we go, it stops. Let's see what we're scoring now. Got a feeling it's gone down, you know. No, still 6.4. 6.49, so it's gone up a wickle bit. It's gone up a wickle bit. So I'm wondering then if I can go for it's a target speed, should be a bit higher. That's too fast. We know that's too fast around there. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to stop and I'm going to raise these up a little bit. And we'll go to what? We'll get 220. See what happens at 220. Very quick test. Keeping it on fast forward still. Oi, 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 that's... Wow, has that made it worse or what? Damn, has that made it worse? I think because going too fast along there now. Just 3, just try, because I think it's going too fast along there now. Because it does appear to be more orange there. But because it's going too fast around the rest of it now. It's failed to get round there. Let's turn these down a bit more then. Down to 2. Try again. So we're at the tweaking phase. This is sometimes can be a bit frustrating, but when you get what you're looking for and what you're still too slow. I'll go now lower than 1. And the way I can go lower than 1 is to shorten the brake piece itself. Have I put fucking brakes here or something? No? Let's do that then. Standard track view. Try again. Then I want to scrub because it was doing 64, 65. Now it's going 70. It's lost all the excitement. That appears to be more orange with the extra height. That appears to be more exciting, but because the whole of the rest of the ride has lost its excitement, it's dropped all the way down from 6 to 2. Lost 4 points of excitement because of that, rising that 20 feet. Back to 6.5, there we go, so that's alright, that's acceptable. Oh, it did need a little bit of a break in there. See, it's brought that back to 64 mile an hour, and now it's gone back up. So again, it's just a quick showy, so you get the gist of sort of what to do, what not to do, what to expect if you do things like I did then. Yeah, I've only raised it 20 feet, but it brought the excitement all the way down to 2.1 because it buggered the rest of the ride up because it was going too fast for the rest of the ride, which is why I've just had to add that tiny little brake section in just to scrub 5 mile an hour off. Again, you can spend hours upon hours tweaking these to your heart's content, but this is just a quick guide, a quick showy on what you do need to tweak, sort of what your targets are, what to look out for. Again, this is a good thing to put in, so if you want to use this as an example of how to build a loop, you're certainly more than welcome to. But yeah, I've achieved what I wanted to. As I said, I wanted at least 8, at least 6.5. I've got the 6.5 now. So what we can do, just for the sheer, I don't need 12 from the park, do I? So obviously now finishing off, not doing too bad actually. We're at 47 minutes. So I think I might actually make the hour mark with this one, instead of running a little bit over like I did the last. It doesn't matter what path, is it really? Just for the purpose of a demonstration. Obviously we need to get our scenery objects in here now. And you'll get to see the influence that non-scenery objects do have. I've done it with I've done it with the other one as well, so I'm doing it with this one. So we'll stick some lights in, obviously. People can actually see where they're going. Again, anything from this bottom, anything from in here adds excitement. Doesn't matter what it is, it really doesn't. Whether it's a lamp, a bin, a bench, it all adds to not only the excitement of a ride but the beauty of your park, both of which will get you more people into your park, which means more profit for you. Some benches in, look at that one. No, piss off. It's the bench I want to get rid of. There we go. Right, now, a couple of bins. We'll stick one there, one here, stick one there to come off the ride. So we've got lights, we've got benches, we've got bins. Might as well stick a couple of flowers in, random flowers in there. Random trees in random place. Few rocks, why not? Well, let's have a centerpiece in here as well. The great tree. Oh, I wonder if I've left enough. Oh yeah, I did as well. How cool's that? I wonder if it'll let me add another one in. Oh no, it probably won't. It's daft. Never know. No. Oh yeah, there you go. Cool. Awesome. Let me add them in afterwards. Shall I stick something else in here or not? Yeah, because I want to. Let's have the sheriff, have Errol, Juna, and we'll have Robin on this side. Yep, thank you. And then what we'll do, just for the sheer hell of it, I'm gonna put that in there. Pop some more trees in. I know I'm going a bit excessive, but you think there's a hole and you can't switch. This is probably what you'll be doing anyway, adding trees and rocks and whatever. But click on the ride, and there we go. Full 2 points from the scenery, bringing us up to 8.6. And there you go, all done ski. Running 3 trains, 8.6 excitement. We've made our own loop, which gave us 0.5, I think it was, excitement. It was worth 0.5. 0.6 once I stuck the booster in, just to give it a bit more speed. Again, it is all turned all the way down to 1. Last quick little showy then, just to sort of show you what I've been doing. Again, as I say, I'll go back to the beginning of the video. You sort of target speed 65, 70 mile an hour, somewhere around there. That's exactly what that one is, nice and orange at 68. Again, I could probably get this one up to 68, but it's tweaking, playing about. You could spend hours doing it. I could probably get this one up to 9, but I'd spend a good hour doing so. For the purposes of this video, what I've done I think will suffice. Again, you could do that being that 2 mile an hour quicker, but you'd have to do so much tweaking with boosters and brakes. Again, as you can see, how much more orange that is, just for that extra 2 mile an hour difference, which will get you up to sort of 8.6 somewhere, or maybe 8.7. As I say, you can spend a long time adding just those 0.01, so 8.63, then up to 8.64, and so on and so forth. Just slowly bringing it on up. But I reckon if I spent an hour tweaking this, I could get it up to 9. But obviously, for the purposes of this video, this tutorial and guide, we're up to 53 minutes now. So I've not done too bad. Again, 8.6 hypercoaster, and it's running 3 trains, just lovely. I will go for a ride. What the hell? We will not go for a ride on the hypercoaster. Wow. I think I need to bug report that as well. Damn. We're not going to ride that ride because the camera's all fucked up. Oh, dearie me. Definitely going to have to buggy report that. Oh, can't give you a ride round on it, but you can see the guide is done. I didn't achieve 9, but it requires a lot of tweaking if I wanted to get 9 out of this one. Whether you want to see, I could probably add another loop in, I could probably add another one of these, things like that, but you can go too much. As you've seen. Yeah. That is my guide on excitement ratings for the hypercoaster. I know people like to add loops into the hypercoaster, so I did make a point of adding a loop, and that's why that one is in there, just to show you how it actually goes about working. For those that can remember, it was 70 feet between that and the middle points, and then another 70 feet between the middle points and the top, which it is actually, because that's 7 feet down there and this is 148 at the top, so there is 101 feet in it. So 50. I think it was actually running up 70, up another 70 to 74, I think, something like that. Up 70, yeah, 76. So that's 7 out of 76. Yeah, that was right, 148, yeah. Yeah, there you go, 8.6 excitement. As I say, in terms of speed, not too many patches red. It's that one there. Probably do with slowing that down a bit as well at the bottom of here, but again, you can spend your hour or whatever tweaking it. That's up to you. But again, for the purposes of the guide and the video, I'm not going to spend another hour showing you how to tweak an extra 0.4 out of a ride. I think you get the gist of it. I mean, if not, you can always add a comment on the video or whatever if you wanted to see that, but I wouldn't imagine so. So there you go then, people. That is the guide on building a nice, exciting hypercoaster. 8.6, running 3 trains. Yeah, you don't get much better than that, do you really? Just a snapshot of that one. And there we go. Done. Finished. And that is the stream. So I'll say thank you to everybody for watching. I hope you've learned a few things, hope you've enjoyed it. Don't forget, rate, comment, subscribe, follow, whichever, wherever you are, and I will leave you to the rest of your day. Thank you for watching again. Peace out, people, and goodbye.